Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV and TeamVLR.com. Tonight, the final round, the season finale, wrapping up an 8-week season schedule for the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. We are live tonight from the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Good evening, Brett Wheeler in the booth with you for tonight's call. We want to thank, first and foremost, Down Under Graphics, D1RT Racing, and Hanover Record Service for their contributions and helping Team VLR put on this Street Stock Series over the past 8 weeks. Of course, a big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, iCore Leagues, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports for their support here at Ultimate Dirt TV. We are into the qualifying session right now, in the qualifying part of the program. Who is going to take out the final Quick Time Award of 2019 for the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series? Let's find out. Alex Bergeron is so far the man that has gone quick time here this evening. We'll take a look at some of the other drivers on the racetrack as well. Down the bottom left of the screen, we can see the car that we are watching at the moment. And that car on the racetrack, we are watching the number 1 car of Alex Brewer, trying to chase down the 20.249. Of course, good evening to everybody in the Facebook chat, in the TeamVLR.com Facebook page, and of course, on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channel as well. EJ Jones in car number 84 sits inside the top 20. I believe we had close to 30 cars signed up for tonight for the final round of the series. In fact, 31 drivers. Travis Montgomery, one of the final cars to try and lay down a fast qualifying lap here at the Volusia Speedway Park. I believe the second time I think we've been at the Volusia Speedway Park. Of course, the season finale right now. And let's turn the car volume sounds up just a little bit so you can hear the race cars on the track. Travis Montgomery going to get lap number 1 in here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Of course, a busy night for Ultimate Dirt TV tonight. Of course, from here we move on to the National Oval Racing Association UMP Modified Series, where again we come back and we stay here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Travis Montgomery, 31st quick. So the field, although this is a fixed setup league, all drivers on the same setup, and we are looking at less than half a second separating position 1 through to 31. Travis Montgomery jumps to position at number 30. There is the rockstar DJ Kilinowski, who sits 6th. Caleb Ramsey back on pit road, along with a few other drivers as well. That concludes the final qualifying session, where Alex Bergeron goes quick time here this evening. We are going to have 3 heat races on the program for tonight. And of course, let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 1. He goes quick time this evening. He leads the championship coming into the final race of the season. Can he get it done? We will find out. And of course, 8 laps on whether he will start and where he will start in tonight's main event, or whether he has to come through the B main. But the 112er, Alex Bergeron, will start position number 1. At a position number 2 in car number 22 in the Dirty Grass Souls entry, it's going to be Kevin Dedman. At a position number 3 from the DWR, the Dirt Warrior Racing Stable, in car number 10, it's going to be Eric Eichstadt. On his outside, in the TeamVLR.com number 07 machine, it's going to be Howard Weaver. Starting inside row number 3, at a position 5, car number 7 of Devin Morgan. On his outside, in car number 21, also from the DWR stable, it's going to be Jim Revis. Zane Yost in car number 93 will start position 7. Jason Salter in car number 18 will start position number 8. We go back to the final 3 positions. Out of position 9 in car number 71, going to be Daniel Stifler. Caleb Ramsey in car number 13 will start position at number 10, with Wes Wygand in the 188 car, rounding up this 11 car field. The 2 laps behind the racing.com official pace track. That is 1 complete, so 1 to green. Right now, it's Alex Bergeron and Kevin Dedman on the front rows. They make their way through turn number 1. The season finale of the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series is about to go green. Again, a big thanks to Down Under Graphics, D1RT Racing, Hanover Wrecker Service, Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, iCore Leagues, JR Production and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports, and of course a big thanks to TeamVLR.com as we get set the finale. Heat race number 1 is green here at the Volusia Speedway Park, and it's going to be a good launch by both Kevin Dedman and Alex Bergeron, as Bergeron going to look to take the lead down out of turn number 2, and he will do so with Kevin Dedman followed in there. Back there in second spot. Then we go back to Howard Weaver now looking on the inside for second. Now here comes the number 10 car. That is Eric Eichstadt. Oh no, what's going on with Kevin Dedman? He's out. He's blinked out of the server. Hopefully the number 22 car is going to come back into the picture here in just a moment. Not sure whether he's had some sort of issues, but there he comes. Comes back onto the... Well, he's always been on the racing services. Weaver throws a big slide job down into turn number 3 and 4 on Bergeron for the race lead. And look at it behind the top 3. They go side by side, 2 by 2 for 4th on back. It is still Alex Bergeron out in front. Howard Weaver sits in second. Kevin Dedman still holding on to position number 3. Then you go back to Devin Morgan and Eric Eichstadt. Rounding out your top 5. Zane Yost trying to make a run inside the top 5. He's back there in position number 6 at the moment. He looks to the inside of the number 10 car, Eric Eichstadt. They rub panels on the exit of turn number 2. You can do that in these cars, and these drivers are certainly not afraid to lay some sheet metal on one another. 3 wide. Look at Jim Revis come right through the middle in the number 21 car. He's going to pick up at least a couple of spots. And wow, Eric Eichstadt, he's gone from 5th. He's looking at potentially second last at the moment. He sits in 9th, so he's lost a ton of ground, a ton of spots. Caleb Ramsey throwing some big moves in there. He gets into the side of Daniel Stifler. And Wes Wygate collects a piece of the number 13 car. But we go back up towards the front of the field right now, and the battle is still on for second and third. Bergeron continues to pace this field through turn number 3 and 4. This will be 6 laps complete with 2 to run here at the Volusia Speedway Park. They make their way down the back straight away for the penultimate time here in heat race number 1. Alex Bergeron looking to start the season finale main event later on pole. He leads by about a car and a half length from Howard Weaver. I think Weaver, 4/10 of a second right now, might just be a little too much here in one lap. We'll see how they go. Through turn number 3 and 4, Weaver down low, trying to drive it in hard and deep, but Alex Bergeron comes away victorious in heat number 1. Second, going to go to Howard Weaver, Kevin Dedman third. Those 3 drivers transferring to the main event: Devin Morgan, Zane Yost, Jim Revis, Daniel Stifler, Jason Salter, Eric Eichstadt, Wes Wygate, and Caleb Ramsey coming home in position number 11. Good evening, Kevin. Brett, no, we don't need me out there. I'm happy in the booth here. Yes, that is true, Josh. I don't have to go anywhere for Nora. Daniel, not so surprised. Alex pretty fast in everything that he steps his backside into. We'll take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 2. Starting on pole in car number 33, going to be Evan C. On his outside, the number 105 car of Jamie Reed will start position number 2. Position number 3, going to be car number 74 of Blake Brown out of position 4, the number 12 of Eric Moore. Lining up inside row 3 out of position 5, the 101 car of Greg Atwood out of position number 6 of Brett Rolls in car number 17. EJ Jones in car number 84 will line up at a position 7. On his outside in the 319, that's going to be David Brewer out of position number 8. And your final row inside out of position 9, the 14 of JD Brown On his outside, the 76 of Stephen Bordeaux at a position at number 10. Heat number 2, the drivers get the 1 to green signal. Pace truck will move to the infield, this time by another 3 cars to the main event. Everybody else through your preliminary mains. Who is going to get the job done here in heat race number 2? Which driver will start on the outside of the front row alongside Alex Bergeron? Let's find out. 8 laps of distance, 4 miles. Evan C, car number 33, going to make his way off turn 4. He's on the loud pedal and we are green. Blake Brown on the 74 looking straight on the inside there. The 105 car, that is Jamie Reed. Certainly made a name for himself in this dirt street stock series over the past 7 weeks. And let me tell you right now, he's not afraid to throw it to some of these drivers. He's not afraid to just go in there and just stick it and just make that car work. Top 3, Evan C, Jamie Reed and Blake Brown. Then we go back to our 4th place runner, Eric Moore. There he is in the number 1 car on the TeamVLR.com entry. Then you go back to Brett Rolls. And then look at this, nearly 3 and 4 wide through turn number 3 and 4. Drivers trying to fight all over this racetrack right now, especially in the back half of this field. JD Brown just leading that field there. And then you go back, of course, Greg Atwood, EJ Jones, Stephen Bordeaux, David Brewer stuck in that battle. Meanwhile, back up front now, Jamie Reed has caught up to the back of your race leader after just 3 laps. He's still got 5 laps to make a challenge and making a pass for this lead and also looking to get the victory here in heat race number 2. See a little bit higher on the racetrack. Jamie Reed now will dive down to the inside, down into turn number 3 and 4. Will he complete the slide job? Yes, he does. But here comes Evan C. back to the inside with the crossover on the exit of turn number 4. But he can't do it. Jamie Reed to the race lead at the halfway stage of this race. 4 down, 4 to go. And Jamie Reed, he's looking strong at the moment. Again, they'll make their way down into turn number 3 and 4. Evan C trying to find a way back by the number 1, or the J5 car, the 105 on the ticker of Jamie Reed. Top 3 have just checked out from the rest of the field. You go back to Eric Moore and Brett Rolls there in the 17th car. He's got JD Brown working to the outside down into turn number 3 and 4 as Brown now looking to the outside, looking for a top 5, but at the moment he sits in position 6 and EJ Jones is watching this battle happen right in front of him. These drivers continuing to go side by side right now. Eric Moore, I'm not going to say he's holding up the pack, but man, he is certainly leading this 4-car pack right now. And it's still, well, we got 1 by 2 by 1, so it's almost like the 10-pin bowling effect. The white flag is out this time by, though, for Jamie Reed. He now sits a couple of turns away from starting on the outside of the front row. He will make his way into corners number 3 out of turn number 4. Checkered flag at the ready. Jamie Reed will get the win in heat number 2. He will start position 2. Evan C. Then we go back to Blake Brown and closely followed there by Eric. In fact, it's going to be JD Brown, Eric Moore, Brett Rolls, EJ Jones. That was the 4-car pack. Greg Atwood, Stephen Bordeaux. And I believe that was David Brewer who come home in 10th. I just got to wait for the replay to come up on the other screens. But meanwhile, we'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the final heat race of the night and the final heat race of the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. In fact, I apologise, I've been saying the top 3 to the main event. It is the top 4 to the main event, so... Starting on pole in car number 37, going to be Randall Carter. On his outside, the Rockstar in the number 6 car, DJ Kilinowski out of position number 2. Justin Holt in the 311 will start position 3. Casey Brunson in the 010 will start position 4. Row 3 inside, the 421 of Britton Roxbury out of position 5. Derek Vetkenhauer in the 86 out of position 6. Bailey Hipp in car number 28 out of position 7. Alex Brewer in car number 1 out of position 8. And your final row in car number 20 out of position 9, Greg Turbeville with Travis Montgomery in car number 45 lining up out of position number 10. So I believe, what was that, 31 cars? We had 11, 10, 10. Yeah, that's 31, yep. Basic math, simple. I like it. Here we go, final heat race of the night. Randall Carter and DJ Kilinowski. One noticeable driver missing here tonight is the gangster of Jeremy Capron. He's not here tonight, but of course there's a bunch of drivers that are not here. And look at this, we'll keep an eye on Britton Roxbury in the 421 car. He's been one of these drivers that hasn't been qualifying well throughout the series, but he's been able to race his way towards the front. We've seen him multiple times come from the C main and certainly become a hard charger, so we'll keep an eye on the 421 car. He sits in that on the bubble spot right now, the fourth and final transfer spot. That's the blue, white, and grey number 421 on the outside. He's got the inside there of Bailey Hipp now, looking to take away that final transfer spot as well, as Bailey Hipp will take that fourth and final spot away from Britton Roxbury. Casey Brunson followed closely in behind Roxbury through turn number 1 and 2. Kilinowski now falls back to position 3. Justin Holt will move into that second spot in the 311 car. And then, of course, your race leader, Randall Carter. Meanwhile, look at fifth on back right now. Roxbury, Brunson, Brewer, Fedkenhauer, Turbeville, and Montgomery. Again, there's a pack of 4 cars fighting it out. But I got to say right now, these 4 cars, they're on the outside looking in. They need to catch up to the 28 car that's in front of them. They're going to go 3 wide. Not afraid, not shy to make this 2 and 3 wide through turn number 3 and 4 for the spots that they are fighting for. Halfway home that time by, I should say. 4 down, 4 to go. I'll tell you what, Bailey Hipp, he's got some speed in the number 28 car. Although I did say it earlier at the top of the program that these drivers are on fixed setups. So it comes back down to the driver ability, driver being able to read the track and find the fastest way around this big half a mile at the Volusia Speedway Park. 2 laps to go this time by as they come out of turn number 4. And it is going to be Randall Carter who will get the 2 to go signal right now. Justin Holt, DJ Kilinowski, and Bailey Hipp. Riding in the 5th spot is Casey Brunson. Then you go back to Derek Fedkenhauer, who's, well, he got shuffled back early on, but has managed to find his way back up to position number 6. The white flag has just been displayed here for your race leader as the rest of the field comes on by. The whole field separated by 4.1 seconds at the moment. But Randall Carter, as he makes his way down into turn number 3 and 4, he will get the checkered flag. He gets the job done. Justin Holt going to hold on to second. DJ Kilinowski third. Fourth is going to be Bailey Hipp, Casey Brunson, Derek Fedkenhauer, Britton Roxbury, Alex Brewer, Greg Turbeville, and Travis Montgomery make up this field. I believe our C main is up next, or this might even be the B main. Let's take a look here down at your Ultimate TV starting grid. I'm pretty sure this will be our C main. This is correct, our C main 10 laps. The top 4 going to move on. Starting on pole in the 421 car. He's done this a number of times. It's going to be Britton Roxbury. On his outside, the number 18 car of Jason Salter lines up at a position number 2. At a position number 3 in the 101 car will be Greg Atwood. On his outside at a position 4, it's the number 1 car of Alex Brewer. Lining up position 5, car number 10 of Eric Eichstadt. Out of position 6, car number 76 of Stephen Bordeaux. Greg Turbeville, car number 20, will line up at a position number 7. At a position number 8, the 188 car of Wes Wygand. Then we go back to David Brewer in the 319 at a position 9. Travis Montgomery in the 45 will start position 10. Caleb Ramsey in car number 13 will start in the 11th and final starting spot. 7 cars are going to be sent packing from this C main. 4 cars going to transfer into the back of the B main. And essentially this is pretty much the last chance showdown right now, because all 12 drivers in the B main will all make the show. So this is where this will be your final chance, and they will fight for positions from 13th through to 24th in the starting spot for the A main later on tonight. I believe it's going to be 50 laps a distance. Britton Roxbury and Jason Salter. Here we go, getting set for tonight's C main. 10 laps on the board, and we are green here for the final C main of the series. And it's no surprise to see Roxbury go straight to the top side, down into turn number 1 and 2. Salter rides in second, Alex Brewer in third, Stephen Bordeaux for the time being going to hang on to 4th spot. He's high, wide and handsome through turn number 3 and 4. He certainly left the bottom side wide open for the taking for anybody on 5th on backwards. And that's exactly what Wes Wygand has done. He's gone, you know what, you're going to leave it open, I'm going to take it. He has taken the door off the hinges, and he's now moved himself into position number 4. Wygand now going to hold off a charge here from Stephen Bordeaux. Keep an eye on the number 10 car, Eric Eichstadt. He's no slouch when it comes to these dirt street stock series. Very surprised to see that the number 10 is so far deep in this C main. And again, that just goes to show you right now the talent in this field from all the way from your A main all the way through your C main. A guy like Eric Eichstadt, who's had multiple wins over at the DWR Street Stock Series. Unfortunately, at the moment, he's sitting in 6th spot, so he's a couple of spots out of the transfer. Meanwhile, here goes Jason Salt, another one of those DWR guys. As Roxbury gets a little sideways going down into turn number 3. Out of turn 4, he's actually, in fact, going to lose the race lead. Salter had him at the start-finish line. And now, again, there is nothing in it between the pair. Alex Brewer in the red car, the number 1 car, also working the bottom side of the racetrack. Going to relegate. No, Roxbury not going to take that relegation too lightly. He's going to slide back into 2nd spot on the exit of turn 4 as they go down into turn number 1 and 2. Remember, this is only 10 laps, although the ticker says 11. That is because your D main was cut because there was not enough cars to run a D main, so they just skipped that one and they put the 10 laps here in tonight's C main. Wes Wygand holds down that 4th and final transfer spot. Roxbury down low, down into turn number 3 and 4. Can he make the move back for the race lead on Jason Salter? 7 in the books with 3 laps to go. Roxbury continuing to put the pressure back on the number 18 car, Jason Salter. Although that's not going to faze him right now because he's happily just running his line. In fact, 18 in the server, that is. And if you're wondering why I'm saying the 18 car, although he shows a 10 on that car, of course, the custom numbers in effect here tonight and have been for quite some time. As well, Stephen Bordeaux, in fact, putting the pressure back here on Wes Wygand for that 4th and final transfer spot. Roxbury back down to the low side. The white flag will come out this time by 1 lap to go. Whereas Wygand makes the mistake on the front straightaway. He smashes the wall on the front stretch and now gets into the inside wall in turns number 1. And that's going to cost himself an A-main spot right now. Can Eric Eichstadt make something happen as they come off for turn number 4 for the final time? The win going to go to Jason Salter. Britton Roxbury home in 2nd. 3rd is Alex Brewer, and Stephen Bordeaux will get the 4th and final transfer spot. Those 4 drivers, the season finale continues. Everybody else pack it up and go home. Alright, it is time for your B main. 12 cars going to grid. All 12 cars will transfer to the main event. The winner will start position 13 in tonight's main event. And of course, you come second in the B main, you will start position 14th, so on back until we set our 24 car field. Let's go trackside and take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the final B main of the 2019 TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series, presented by Down Under Graphics, D1RT Racing, and Hanover Wrecker Service. Twelve cars going to fight it out, starting on pole in car number 93, going to be Zane Yost. On the outside of the front row, the number 12 car of Eric Moore out of position number 2. Out of position 3, the 010 of Casey Bronson. Out of position 4, the 21 of Jim Revis. Out of position 5, the 17 of Brett Rawls. Out of position 6, the 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer. Daniel Stifler in the 71 will start position 7. Out of position 8, the 84 of E.J. Jones. Out of position 9, your C-Main winner, and now from here on out will be your C-Main winner and transferees. Jason Salter will start position number 9. Out of position 10, going to be Britton Roxbury. We go back to Alex Brewer, and Stephen Bordeaux will be inside and outside in row number 6. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the final B main. A reminder, all cars will transfer. It's about finishing positions and where they will start from 13th through to position number 24. Green flag is out, 11 laps of distance around the Volusia Speedway Park, 5.5 miles. And it is going to be Zane Yost who leads the field from Eric Moore. Casey Brunson sits second and third. They go side by side. As we keep an eye on the 21 car of Jim Revis, now 3 wide through turn number 3 and 4 here on lap number 1. Rolls on the inside, Fedkenhauer through the middle. Look at E.J. Jones bouncing his way down the front straight away. Britton Roxbury now starting to make a challenge as well, trying to get up into what could be a top 5 finishing position, and look to put the 421 starting further up on this field. 3 wide for third, Rolls on the inside, Revis now through the middle, and it's Eric Moore on the outside of the 21 car. Fedkenhauer nearly bump drafting the number 1 car down the back straight away. Revis now moves into position 3. Look at this pack, look how close these drivers are with one another. 2 by 2 by 2 at the moment. Salter now trying to make it 3 wide. He will do so, but he catches a piece of the inside wall into turn number 1. Oh boy, although all these drivers are going to transfer, they all know how critical it is and how important it is to start further up in this field, because basically the more cars you pass in this, the less cars you have to pass in the main event up next. The Volusia Speedway Park turning on some fantastic racing once again here in the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. Jones now again pinks to the inside on Roxbury and Rolls. Oh, there could have been a hit of nearly 4 wide. I think Rolls, he backed out of the throttle a bit, realising maybe that could have been a bit too much. 4 down into turns 3 and 4. 4 wide that could have been. But they still go 3 wide, and Rolls once again can do nothing but watch this fantastic side-by-side action happening right in front. Roxbury gives a bump to Jim Revis. Revis gets tight. There's 4 wide through turns 3 and 4. Now they settle out to 3 wide and 2 wide. And back to 3 wide once again. Oh boy. It is on like Donkey Kong. How good is this, ladies and gentlemen? If this doesn't get you going, go to the doctor. Make sure, check yourself. Make sure you got a pulse, because this is some of the best racing you will see right now. And it's coming from the Dirt Street Stock Series. Oh boy. It doesn't matter how long you've been racing for. These drivers are not afraid to rub some sheet metal with one another. Look at them still going 3 wide behind them. 2 to go. That time bypass the start finish line. This is an 11 lap B main. Again, 1 lap being cut short courtesy of the D main being cancelled. And I got to say, Zane Yost out in front by nearly 1.7 seconds. I'm sure it's going to go out to 1.7 seconds. He is just absolutely flying in the number 93 car as the white flag going to come out this time by. Zane Yost has just done a number on this field. How far can he get through the main event will be the question. And although it's not really going to matter because Zane Yost gets the win, second you're going to go to Casey Bronson, Eric Moore, Britton Roxbury, Jim Revis, Stifler, Rolls, EJ Jones, Salter, Brewer, Bordeaux, and Fedkenhauer. Now take that one how you like, ladies and gentlemen. Man, 2, 3, and 4 wide action here in your C main. Of course, we have a warm-up session right now for the cars to come out onto the racetrack, a 2-minute warm-up session. Of course, that'll give us a chance to thank our wonderful sponsors and partners, not only here at Ultimate Dirt to Eat, but of course, on behalf of TeamVLR.com, we want to thank Down Under Graphics, D1RT Racing, and Hanover Wrecker Service. On behalf of Ultimate Dirt to Eat, we want to thank Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, iCore Leagues, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsport. Of course, we want to thank all the drivers that have participated in the series, the 8-week series, over the past couple of months. Not only it's been a blast for myself up here in the booth, but of course we've had David Heileman joining me a couple of times throughout the series as well. I got to thank him for his contribution as well. Of course, Stephen Calavota, the admin and the man in race control duties throughout the 8-week series. Of course, on behalf of Ultimate Dirt TV, we want to thank all the fans, and of course on behalf of TeamVLR.com as well, we want to thank all the fans that have continued to show support, not only to TeamVLR.com, but of course all the people that have supported Ultimate Dirt TV as well. We certainly appreciate all the support, not only, we're just going to say on both Facebook pages, of course, on the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube and Twitch channels as well. Of course, all the drivers that have put in at the time to come and race over the last 7 tonight, including make this 8 weeks. It's certainly been a blast. And well, Alex Bergeron is probably, I believe, about 50 laps away from becoming a champion. He's going to put in a good, solid effort first. If we're going to find out how many laps it is. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 50. Let me get confirmation from Race Control first. And it is going to be 24 cars going to start this one. Let's go down trackside and take a look down at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for the final A main of the 2019 TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series, live from the Volusia Speedway Park. In fact, it will be 50 laps on the board. Alex Bergeron and Jamie Reed will make up row number 1. Row number 2 going to be Randall Carter and Howard Weaver. Row 3, Evan C. and Justin Holt. Row 4, Kevin Dedman and Blake Brown. Row 5, DJ Kalinowski and Devin Morgan. Row 6, JD Brown and Bailey Hipp. Row 7, Zane Yost and Casey Bronson. Row 8, Eric Moore and Britton Roxbury. Row 9, Jim Revis and Daniel Stifler. Row 10, EJ Jones and Brett Rolls. Row 11, Jason Salter and Alex Brewer. And your 12th and final row, Stephen Bordeaux and Derek Fedkenhauer. Hello Ray, hello Joel, hello everybody else in the Facebook chats. The drivers on the 1 to green signal. 50 laps will be the distance here from the Volusia Speedway Park. It is time to get after it, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to victory lane? Who will pick up the championship? Bergeron. I'm going to say he's got all but one hand wrapped firmly on that title. We wait for the pace truck to move to the infield this time in turns 3 and 4. There it is, Alex Bergeron, Jamie Reed. Your main event for the season finale here at the Volusia Speedway Park is green, and we are underway. Drivers continuing to race side by side all throughout this entire 24-car field. Bergeron stays low. Jamie Reed stays high. Carter, Weaver. There might have been contact there on the exit of turn 4. But Jamie Reed will lead lap number 1, and he will lead down the back straightaway for the second time. And the Hanover Wrecker Service caution flag will fly for the number 13 car of DJ Kilinowski. We'll go trackside and take a look down at your ultimate, your wicked cushion instant replay. Let's see exactly what happened. Keep an eye on the pink and white number 13 car. So he's just running through turns. So got into the back there a little bit there of the 112 car. I believe that is going to be... It's not Alex Bergeron. It was Devin Morgan, I believe. Yes, it is. So, the reason for the caution flag coming out, you'll see just there. That's going to be off-putting just a little bit, because if you keep an eye on the left-hand side of that car. Yeah, just got into the left rear quarter panel there, and unfortunately for Kilinowski here, as we take a look, courtesy of Black Diamond Motorsports, the onboard shot here. It's just internet connection issues. That's fine. It's all good. But Kevin Dedman has parked it for this evening. There you go, racing from a hotel. Hotel Wi-Fi. That's how stable it is. $300 to win the championship. I've just been told. Rocky, thank you very much. 5 down, 45 to go. And it is Jamie Reed who leads the field back into turn number 1 and 2. Bergeron on the top side. Reed right through the slick through 1 and 2. Look at him going 3 wide down the back straightaway. Now to turn 2 they were. But back to the race lead. Bergeron now. He's got a chance at taking back the race lead from Jamie Reed. But no, Jamie Reed says, no way, Jose. And here comes Randall Carter in the 37 car. Look at him 3 wide behind Weaver. Now Weaver stuck in a 3 wide battle there with Evan C. And Justin Holt. Blake Brown not too far away either. These boys, once again, not afraid to rub side by side down in the turns or even on the straightaways. How about Jamie Reed leading Alex Bergeron and Randall Carter. Carter now looking to the inside on Bergeron. Bergeron not so much shutting the door, but just continuing to run the line that he was running down into turns 3 as they make their way into turns 1 and 2. Weaver and Justin Holt side by side, battle for 4th and 5th. We go back through this field, look at JD Brown trying to make his way through along with Britton Roxton. I remember both, well, sorry, I should say Britton Roxbury making his way from the C-Main and doing what he's done best throughout this season has put that 421 from the back all the way to the front. I believe he even picked up a win at Knoxville. I think it might have been from memory, so the 421 not shying away. And I must say, he's probably passed the most cars in the season. The amount of times he's had to come deep in the field and has made not only a top 10 but a top 5, but also a couple of podiums here and there as well, has been nothing short of just fantastic from the 421 car. So it's still Jamie Reed from Alex Bergeron, Randall Carter in third. Fourth is Justin Holt, Howard Weaver, Devin Morgan, and Evan C. Round out your top 7 drivers. And you go back to Blake Brown, Bailey Hipp, and Zane Yost. Now, Zane Yost, remember, he picked up that a win in the B main by nearly 2 seconds over the rest of the field. And just goes to show you, he really had a handle on that race car through your B main. Uh-oh, we got some contact. Devin Morgan in the black and green number 112 car. Just got a little bit sideways, lost the spot. Back to Howard Weaver. So Howard Weaver moves back into the top 5 right now. So Weaver trying to hang on to a top 5. He's got Morgan behind him along with C, Brown, Hipp, and Yost. Really starting to motor in and close in on that 07 machine. We are about to complete lap number 14 of 50. 36 to go this time by. Lap times around the 21-second mark. Right now, these drivers, you can do the math and the calculation, ladies and gentlemen. If we average at 21 seconds a lap, you times that by 50. It's just been, it's an unbelievable amount of time that these drivers are on the racetrack, and to really put the consistent lap after lap, and really run side by side with one another throughout these fields. It's just, again, the respect for these drivers that they have with one another. This is why this is one of the best series, if not the best series going around. Unfortunately, it comes to a close after tonight. Reed, Bergeron, and Carter, your top 3. They have checked out 1.1 seconds back from Randall Carter to Justin Holt. So again, there's a big difference right now on these dirt street stock series, and that's the gap you can see on screen. That's how big the gap is. It might not look big, but when you're turning 21-second lap times, it is certainly a large margin. They continue to go back through the field. We watched Derek Fedkenhauer and Jason Salter battle side by side. Eric Moore trying to throw his name into the mix as well. These drivers running 15th, 16th, and 17th. So you can really see how dusty it is on the front straightaway and on the back straightaway as well. We go back to our top 3 right now. Jamie Reed, Randall Carter now has moved into second spot. Alex Bergeron has fallen back to position number 3. And again, you can just see how dusty this place gets right now. It can be very hard for some of these drivers in this pack, towards the back of the pack, I should say, when you got 24 dirt street stocks just running around this big half a mile of a racetrack. Evan C going to move to the inside here now. He'll put the slider there on Devin Morgan, but Devin Morgan are going to work back to the low side on the exit of turn number 2, side by side for 6th and 7th right now. Morgan back to the inside. Can he make the pass on Evan C? No, he cannot. Now Evan C, his next target is Howard Weaver. Meanwhile, Carter now starting to put the pressure right now on Jamie Reed for the race lead. Again, they are starting to clear out. They've just put another 10th in the past couple of laps on our 4th place runner. But yes, Randall Carter is in second spot at the moment. And again, he got to the inside on Jamie Reed on the previous lap. Couldn't do anything with him. And has now just had to fall in line in second spot. What can Alex Bergeron do? Is Alex Bergeron at the moment, is he trying to play defense, knowing that if he finishes third, he pretty much secures a championship? Or is he just thinking, well, I might just go balls out and go balls to the wall in that nut up and out ball on apparel? And he will look for another victory here on the season. I believe he's picked up 4 wins so far in the season. So he is already, even at the conclusion of this race, if he doesn't get the win, he has picked up half of the wins throughout this season. I think we've seen 3 winners. Can we find our 4th tonight? Well, we are about 25 laps away from doing so. Halfway home, 25 down, 25 to go. Carter looks to the inside on Jamie Reed in turns 1 and 2. There's a little contact there. Reed moves up the racetrack just a little bit. Trying to keep that momentum up in the J5 car. Carter looking for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Not going to do it. Meanwhile, Justin Holt still holding off the likes of Howard Weaver and Evan C. Weaver down low into turns 1 and 2. C, Morgan, Brown, they all stay up top. Yoster's starting to catch that pack as well. So that's going to be a 5, nearly a 6 car pack. Yeah, I'm going to say in the next sort of 5 to 8 laps. So the pack broken up, the top 3 really starting to move along now. And yes, they run single file, but Carter's still not afraid to maybe throw the front bumper on the inside of the J5 machine every now and then just to let him know, oi mate, I'm still here, I'm still second, but I'm sure if Jamie Reed isn't running a mirror, he's certainly got a relative full of the number 37 cars. He goes down low, looks for the slide jump, and this is Bergeron's chance to pounce back to the race lead. There was contact between Carter and Reed, as Reed now falls back to position 3. Carter moves into the lead. And Bergeron moves into second, but not for long. We're nearly 3 wide for the lead right now. Jamie Reed thinks better of it. He changes the lane as here goes Bergeron. Slide jump for the lead. And he will take back the lead in turns 1 and 2. He hasn't seen the lead since the start of the race. Even then he didn't have it because Jamie Reed moved to the outside, but Randall Carter going to take that line away from him and take the slider into turns 3 and 4. Bergeron, but with a perfect crossover. As now Bergeron going to throw a slider there on Carter. 20 laps to go, and this battle for the race lead between Carter, Bergeron, and I'm going to throw in Jamie Reed because he is not going away just yet. They keep doing this. This is going to allow the 07 of Howard Weaver, Justin Holt, to close in on this 3-car pack out in front for the lead. And then we may just have a potential anywhere from 4 to 7 car lead pack for the race lead. $32 down, 18 to go. Just the one Hanover Wrecker service caution flag early on in this main event for the season finale of the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. Randall Carter, your race leader, from Alex Bergeron in second. Third is Jamie Reed. Then you go back to Howard Weaver and Evan C. Round out your top 5. Justin Holt in 6th. Evan Morgan 7th. 8th is Zane Yost. 9th is Blake Brown. And rounding out your top 10 in the number 28 car is Bailey Hibb. Then we go back to Britton Roxbury, EJ Jones, Jim Revis, Jason Salter, Derek Fedkenhauer, Alex Brewer, JD Brown, Brett Rolls, Eric Moore, DJ Kilinowski, Daniel Stifler, Stephen Bordeaux, Casey Brunson being scored a lap down. He's the first car to go a lap down. And then, of course, Kevin Dedman, who had those, well, trouble the Wi-Fi issues there at the hotel. He's already parked it and put it behind the wall. Right now, Jamie Reed once again starting to apply the pressure to the 112 car of Alex Bergeron. Although a little bit of a mistake there on the previous lap. There goes Bergeron into the left rear quarter panel there of Randall Carter. Can Jamie Reed, can he pounce on the mistake now from these two drivers? 13 to go. That time bypass the start-finish line, and they are still out by nearly 1.3 second difference between third and fourth place. Right now, what would really shake things up if we were to see a Hanover service caution flag, but You know, you almost don't want to see it because cautions tend to breed cautions sometimes. And right now, although we have just seen the one Hanover Wrecker Service caution flag fly here this evening in tonight's main event. Of course, that happened on lap number 2. Of course, with DJ Kilanowski being the culprit for that reason, for the caution flag. As here goes Bergeron, once again going to peek to the inside. Carter's got a choice to make. Does he take the line away from Bergeron into 3? Yes, he does. Right through the slick and slides it up to above the slick line as they come out of turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 to go at the start-finish line. Again, which one of these 3 drivers are going to victory lane? Bergeron, can he pick up win number 5 of the season? I believe it is. And uh-oh, there is the Hanover Service. Oh, the Hanover Wrecker Service caution flag is going to be out. Let's see if we can take a look at the cause of that one. No idea on that one, unfortunately. Sorry. I'll leave that one alone. So now Randall Carter, Alex Bergeron, Jamie Reed, those 3 drivers who were 1.2 seconds clear of 4th place. Unfortunately, well, for those drivers right now, the field is going to be bunched right back up. Season finale coming to a close of the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. The lights out on your iRacing.com official pace truck with 6 laps left to run here in the final race of the 2019 series. Of course, a big thanks to Down Under Graphics, D1RT Racing and Hanover Wrecker Service. There goes Casey Brunson getting a lap back. DJ Kilanowski, the regional, he's gone back to pit road. He's parked it up, so he's going to be credited with a 23rd place finish. Here we go. Cars are 2x2. 6 to go. Pace truck to the infield. And Randall Carter gets back on the gas. We are back underway. And Alex Bergeron got a great start on the outside. Oh, Carter hits the inside wall. Weaver catches a piece of that one too. Can Jamie Reed go on by? Nearly 4 wide. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Evans C. He's in the mix as well, working to the low side. But Alex Bergeron, the big beneficiary out of that one. He gets back to the race lead with 5 laps to go. And Randall Carter must be absolutely kicking himself right now. Oh, you hate to see it. He had done a fantastic job. And, well, if he managed to finish in the podium still, look at this. 3, nearly 4 wide. Zane Yost trying to make it 4 wide for positions 4, 5, 6, and 7. There goes Yost down to the inside. He's on the inside of Evans C. Yost has got some front end damage on that number 93 car. Man, he's really not caring about the panels on that car, knowing that, well, that car could be going to the scrapyard later on. He just wants to get a good finish. 3 to go that time by, down into turn number 1 and 2. Evans C and Devon Morgan fighting it out for 4th and 5th. Your top 3 have stayed the same, although Alex Bergeron, after restarting in 2nd with 6 to go, a mistake into turns 1 and 2 by Randall Carter has given Alex Bergeron the race lead. And you can just see the damage on the front left of that number 37 machine. 2 laps to go. We have the green-white checkers enabled, so if we see a Hanover Wrecker Service caution flag coming out in the next probably 4 seconds, unless they get the white flag, we are now going to race it out to the end 1 lap to go here in the 2019 TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series, presented by D1RT Racing down under graphics and Hanover Wrecker Service for the final time of the season. He will lead the final lap, he will get win number 5, and he will collect the championship along with a $300 payday. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex Bergeron goes to victory lane once again. Second will be Randall Carter, and rounding out your podium in the 105 car is going to be Jamie Reed. Wow, what an eventful race late in that one. And surely Alex Bergeron, he has earned this not only $300, but he has had to earn this victory here from the Volusia Speedway Park. And do we get to see some dirt street stock burnouts? Yes, we do. He has done it, ladies and gentlemen. He is your 2019 Dirt Street Stock Champion, presented by TeamVLR.com. Let's take a look at your full field finishing results, courtesy of JR Productions and Media. Positions 1 through to 24 will come up on your screen. The first 10 positions: Alex Bergeron, Randall Carter, and Jamie Reed, your podium. Devin Morgan, Evan C. round out your top 5. We go back to Howard Weaver, 6th. 7th, Blake Brown. 8th was Zane Yost. 9th, Britton Roxbury. And rounding out your top 10 was Justin Holt. Positions 11 through to 20th look like this: Jim Rivers home in 11th. Jason Salter in 12th, EJ Jones 13th, 14th is Brett Rolls, Alex Brewer in 15th, Bailey Hipp 16, JD Brown 17, Derek Fedkenhauer in 18, 19th is Daniel Stifler, and Eric Moore round out your top 20. And your final 4 drivers: Stephen Bordeaux, Casey Bronson finishing on the lead lap, and your first car to be behind the pit road and be behind the wall, falling 4 laps shy, is DJ Kilanowski, and of course Kevin Dedman, who was suffering the curse of the internet, the hotel Wi-Fi, will come home in position at number 24. We'll go trackside here in just a moment and try and chat with our top 3. And it turns out we've got all of our podium drivers in the house ready to go. So let's get a few things sorted on my end first. But we are going to bring in your winner tonight and picking up win number 5, I believe it is. But he's going to come away with the championship. In the 112 car, it's going to be Alex Bergeron. Alex, congratulations on this victory, man. You've really had to work for this one. But a mistake by Randall Carter on that restart gave you back the race lead, and you just had to hang on for 6 laps. I mean, talk about the emotions right now. I'm picking up, I think, win number 5 of the season.
It's pretty awesome. I can say that. I ran most of the race in third. We got past on the restart. I think we got past on the first start actually, and then we just stayed in second and fell back to third. And I just kind of learned the line pretty much of these guys in front of me, and then took advantage of a mistake in the guy in front of me. And then after that, we just went for Rendell, and actually we had a yellow there, so I was glad about that. So I just had the time to restart to perfection, and just like we've done in the past, and it worked out pretty good for us.
Throughout the middle part of that race, when you're running in third, I'm going to say, were you driving defensively, knowing that you had pretty much one hand locked up on the championship, or were you just worried about running the race and trying to sneak that, take that win away here in the final time?
I didn't look at the standings. I knew I was first. I just didn't know how many points ahead. So, I didn't know if Randall was, second, or I didn't look at the standings. So, I was pushing as hard as I could, and just making sure I don't wreck or I just do a mistake. So, I was just pushing as hard as I can, and as hard as I could, I should say. And we just, we hang on to it. But it was a good race for sure. I mean, me and Randall, we had a couple contacts there and there, but that's part of street stock racing, right?
Oh yes, it is. But talk about what's going through your mind now on that final restart. 6 to go. Randall was starting on the inside. Were you worried about him getting the jump, or what was going through your mind as you were going down into 3 and 4?
I just like I said, just had the time to restart to perfection, and I didn't see Randall do a restart during that race, so I didn't know where it was going. It was close to the pace track for sure, but I didn't know where it was going, so I just trying to time it, and it worked out. And maybe if he would have done that mistake in 1 and 2, we wouldn't have got it, but. I think he tapped the wall, got tight, so we just ran around him and got the job done tonight.
Well, congratulations on the win here tonight, and more importantly, congratulations on the championship. But before we let you get out of here and celebrate, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy, who helps you get this win and who helped you get the championship this season?
Definitely my team, TeamVLR, Jason Niger, my girlfriend, for all the support. Greatly appreciated. All my sponsors, Neomi.com, Sunshine Kinis, BK Designs for all the irising paints. Thank you, bub. CSI Chalks, Often Racing, Meyer Inc. You guys for broadcasting. It was an awesome season in Street Stocks. Thanks to VLR for putting this series up, and hopefully we'll see another Street Stock series in the next couple of months. It's pretty awesome running this, and thank you all the fans out there for watching, and my dad for watching, and all the fans out there, like I said.
All right, there we go. Alex Bergeron there, home in first place, and will get the job done in not only tonight's final race of the season, but he also comes away with the championship. I'll tell you what, this man might be bitterly disappointed right now, but he can't be too disappointed. A second place run by the number 37 car of Randall Carter. Randall, second place here tonight. You feel like you threw this one away? Randall? Yeah, you got me?
Oh.
Randall, hello.
Hello. There it is.
Gotcha, buddy. Hey, second place run here tonight in the season finale. Is this the one that got away from you? You threw this one away, didn't you?
Yeah. Right into the wall in turn 1. I hit it. I cost Howard some spots too. Broke it in a little too hard and it just would not turn.
I mean, these cars they're all momentum based. How tough was it to, knowing that you had 6 laps to go on that restart, when you hit that wall and you lost the momentum and you lost the lead? How tough was it? Was it going to be to catch back up to Bergeron, or at that point in the race did you know that it was over and just try and hang on for second?
He got a really good start on me. It was after I hit the wall. I was just glad that somehow or another I got to stay in second, so I was just playing at second place.
You led a lot of that race before the caution flag came out there. We're going to be restarting at 6 to go. Obviously, you didn't need that caution. Again, that was the caution that essentially cost you the race. But the same stage, what was going through your mind when you hit that wall and you lost that lead?
I wasn't about to take out half the field and go to the back. I was surprised that all I managed to do is actually just slide up. I think I might have just got into Howard a little bit on the top and costed him a little bit. But once I went in, I knew I wasn't able to turn away from the wall. I just knew Alex had it. I didn't pay attention to who else was around me. When it was coming to green, I was trying to pay attention to him, and he just got a whole lot better start than I did. And I just had to try something, and one of my teammates said try the bottom one too, which that didn't pay out too well, did it?
So I guess we can blame them for the loss here.
I made a mistake. They told me what to do, and I failed it.
All right, well, look, second place run here tonight. It's been a good season for you. A lot of ups and downs, but again, that's obviously to be expected, when you got the best of the best coming out here and racing the dirt street stocks. Congratulations on second. Before we let you get out of here, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
One thing, TeamVLR, racing our flag. That's all I got on this car.
All right, short and sweet. Well done on second tonight here, Randall.
Thank you.
There we go, Randall Carter there, home in second place. We'll chat to our third place driver here tonight. And, well, he started on the outside of the front row. He was a top 3 car all night and Well, salvages a third place finish here tonight. Jamie Reed, a third place tonight here at the Volusia Speedway Park. How are you feeling after that 50-lap race?
Man, feeling good. I'm ready to run another 50.
Well, I'm sure a lot of these other drivers would. Just two cautions here tonight. Here at the finale of the Volusia Speedway Park, one happening on lap number 2 and then the other one not happening until about lap 42 or 43. Were you surprised at how long this green flag run lasted and that you're able to hold off the lead there for about a good 10 to 15 laps before there was contact between, I think, you and Bergeron?
I've kind of figured it was going to stay green. The group of guys that runs in it, it's a good little series, and I enjoyed running it. But no, it wasn't a surprise at all. Towards the end, everybody's ready to kind of gain a spot, and I was riding in the black and kind of keeping my momentum going. But I was happy with how it turned out.
We go back to the final restart before the last yellow come out. Yourself, Randall, Alex, pretty much pulled away from the rest of the field by anywhere from sort of 1.2 to 1.5 seconds. Was that in the back of your mind, knowing that you'd, even if this race was to stay green, that you were going to come away with the podium? How hard were you pushing towards late in that race before that final caution came out?
I wasn't pushing it too hard coming off the corner, just trying to keep the car straight and doing what I know and that sort of stuff. But I felt like I had a little bit of a run time on them coming off the corner, but I wasn't going to push the issue with them.
Well, I must say, for the final half of the season, you've really been one to... Actually, I think it's from the first time we come to Volusia Speedway Park, you sort of gained a few more fans. David Holloman is one of your big fans, as you certainly put some moves on throughout this season. I mean, what's it like being so far, for you in this season, and how have you fared throughout the races?
That's pretty cool. I got a little group of guys, I race in the Carolinas, that we race together about every night and run on tracks like this and black and learning and practicing and practicing and practicing.
Well, third place run here tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park for the finale of the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. Congratulations. But before we get out of here, of course, sponsors, Shannon, anyone you'd like to give a warm welcome or a hello to?
I race in Carolinas, Mosley Erecting and Fabrication, Stony Lonesome Customs, BMR Race Bodies, and Superior Tire Management.
All right, there is Jamie Reed coming away with a third place run here tonight from the Volusia Speedway Park. That wraps the 8-week season up here from the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. Of course, again, a big thanks to Down Under Graphics, D1RT Racing, and Hanover Wrecker Service for their contributions towards the TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. A big thanks to all the admins that have helped out through the series as well. And of course, a big thanks to Stephen Calavoda, who has been here every night of this series and has been the man that has handed out the penalties and whatnot. So we thank him for his time. We want to thank all the drivers that participated in this one, not only tonight, but of course throughout the 8-week season, from week number 1 at the Dirt Track at Charlotte all the way to week number 8 here at the Volusia Speedway Park. We've travelled across the, I think, 5, maybe 6 tracks throughout this season. We have seen some great 2, 3, 4, and even some 5 wide racing throughout the season. Of course, a big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, iCore Leagues, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. Again, a big thanks to TeamVLR.com for allowing myself, Brett Wheeler, and Ultimate Dirt TV to cover the action here throughout this series. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure to have everybody coming in and watching not only the TeamVLR.com Facebook page, but of course the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch channels as well. The support is much appreciated. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of TeamVLR.com, Ultimate Dirt TV, and the management behind the scenes, and everybody that makes this all possible, on behalf of myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell, good night, and we say one last congratulations to Alex Bergeron, who claims the 2019 TeamVLR.com Dirt Street Stock Series. And until next time, good night.